What are considerations for enterprises adopting AI? Because not everyone's going to have billions of dollars to go build this themselves, and not everybody knows exactly how to consume, based on what their data or their data sets or data are.
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think, honestly, everyone should be asking this question for themselves. I mean, from our perspective at SymphonyAI, really, we are very upfront with our customers with this question. And the answer lies in usually, are you clear on the use case? If your use case is very, very company specific, that none of your other players in your market have and just only you have, there is really no option but to build most of the time, right? If your use case is very horizontal, for example, you're in Excel and you have to ask some questions, or you're in Word and doing something, then it's very horizontal, and there will be a provider, usually a cloud provider, doing it. But if what companies would realize is their use cases are common enough that other competitors or other players in that market have that use case. And that's what we believe are called vertical use cases, right? So if you look at a retailer, for example, who are deciding whether I should pull a product or a brand off the shelf or on the shelf, the use case is, if I add this new product on the shelf in a grocery store, will the demand transfer to that, or will that demand transfer away from it to some other product? And that's what you would call a demand transfer model. And a demand transfer model is common across retailers in some sense, right? The idea of how demand transfers is common. So SymphonyAI retail CPG products will let you solve for that use case. I would say sort of a connected story is what I see in. So in banks, for example, a chief data officer and the chief compliance officer and their teams looking at the problems connected. In retail, for example, not looking at supply chain as a different problem than merchandising in store, and not looking at personalized marketing as a different problem. We have a flagship retail platform called Cindy Gen AI in SymphonyAI, and we start with this notion of connected retail, right? Where at the end of the day, it's the same product that gets produced, delivered through your supply chain to a store, and there is a customer segment that is buying that. There is a natural demand for it. So it is all connected. The true power of these ML models or AI models, they actually become better if you give it a connected data, right? And so sometimes these POCs and all fail because you didn't connect the story. And to connect the story, you have to kind of go top down, and the data teams and the operational teams have to come together. And I think that's how we have developed our solutions, and that seems to be resonating in the industry.